Hi, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Maff for doing the live stream on Friday. I wasn't able to do it. I did, as I said, tune in from the A303 somewhere in like Wiltshire, where I was on my way to Hertfordshire, and it was really good that Maff could fill in for me and get the show done. I did listen. I couldn't really watch because I was driving, but I did enjoy it. It was great. And it was good to see all the usual crew here, like Scotty, Kaz, James, and Ozzy. And yeah, good that my W double bottom pattern got mentioned. That's nice. So yeah, that's great. Anyway, thank you very much, Matt, for doing that. That's brilliant. Anyway, I did say that I wasn't going to trade over the weekend, but I couldn't resist a tiny little one. So I actually went long on Bitcoin at 63,798, I think it was, which is all right actually. So currently 90% in profit. It's only small, it's only like $170, but you know, it just kept me interested, so that's good. I will probably go a bit larger this week though, because I think there will be opportunities. That said, it's not as obvious as it looks. So first of all, let's just look at the Bitcoin US dollar index chart. Now what I do occasionally is I put in these levels here on the monthly time frame where I'm seeing fairly obvious kind of, you know, reversals or just points where stuff happened in the past, you know. So for example, there's this low here of 2022. There's one here from February 2024. There's this low here from August 24. There was this area here where the price seemed to keep coming back to, and indeed that is where we dipped down to in both February and June. That level is like 60,675 approximately. So I think, you know, that was a reasonable kind of bottom. And zooming in on something more like the 4-hour time frame, what I'm starting to see is something that I really like. So I'm just going to put on our indicator called Quadzilla, and amongst many other things, what this does show is these EMAs, these exponential moving averages. So the green one there is a 55 EMA, the yellow one is a 21 EMA, the cyan is a 9 EMA, and the red one is actually a 5 EMA. Now what we've got here, we've got the yellow crossing above the green. This is very bullish. It doesn't mean the price is going to rocket up from here, but it does mean it could be a trend reversal. And you can see that these crossed bearish in the middle of May. We had a little wobble up and down here in April. But the last real bullish cross was here, around about the 6th of April. And obviously from there, we went up about 20%. Now the kind of double bottom that I was looking at was this sort of thing, which if that was the case, then yeah, sure, we've broke out of that and the trend is to the upside. The only problem is if we put on the all chart patterns that's built into TradingView, it does point out this rising wedge with a target of 57.6k, but we are at the top of this rising wedge. So what we need to do is break out above that. So around about 66k, which we're almost at. Somehow I can't quite see it. The pump we're getting at the moment is because of some, you know, Iran type news. And normally what happens is later in the day on Monday, Iran goes, well, we never said that. And then, you know, the price tanks again. So, yeah. So this is probably going to be a level of resistance, isn't it? So I'm suspecting we might have a little bit more of a pullback before we go back up for good. Maybe the VRVP might show us something. Well, yeah, you can see why we moved quickly through this area here, can't you? And you can see why we're at resistance now. So maybe if we could get over 68k, then we'd probably move fairly quickly through this bit. And even this bit, I just can't quite see it with everything that's going on at the moment. So I guess below, we want to look out for the 63.5 level. If we drop below that, we could go down quite rapid. Now, I'm not actually a fan of patterns and triangles that much. But nevertheless, if we do drop down to the 30-minute time frame, we put that all chart patterns back on, you can see a rising wedge in this time frame as well. But also you've got this triangle here, which we have broken out of. And this has a target up here of 69,869. So is that where we're going? Around about 70k? Personally, I think if we go to 70k, we may as well go up to 74k, where this price action happened before. Anyway, look, we're going to talk about this in the live stream that I think we're going to do today at midday UK time. So that's 12 UK, so that would be 11 AM UTC. Okay, so that'll be me and maff, and we can discuss this. And to be honest, by then something might have happened, because the price is looking quite bullish right now. It's currently 7:16 in the morning. So I think Asia's just finishing, London's not started. There's lots to look forward to. And we've got some news this week. So tomorrow, housing and building permits, retail sales on the 17th of June. And here's the big one on Wednesday, which is the FOMC economic projections and the Fed interest rate decision. That's going to be an interesting evening. So in the UK, that is 7 PM on Wednesday. So I'd love to know what you think, so leave a comment down below. See you at lunchtime, and above all, tell your friends.
Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream.